Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd and 16. On play action, they'll throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Let's go. 70 range. 70 range.
The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Let's go now.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run on first down. Wiley, solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Bills at 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Go.
They'll try the left side. Wiley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now Wright from the gun on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. After 1, And 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here. Steps away. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Set, go.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bills are once again back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line.
Buffalo 18, 18, ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
On the set. Get up. Back for a left. 79 Broncos.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wiley, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
In motion left goes Green. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and put it in.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
Trap 60.
Coleman, the man in motion right. Back to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there as time expires in the first half.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Right.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Remember the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Right.
Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Bills' kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And he's got his big tight end here.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Keon Coleman
From 10 yards out.
And the Bills are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Back to throw. Right.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Right. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to shake him off. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 4. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
Shrugs the tackle. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Bills get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 2nd and 11. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to... Onside kick, can't fault him for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Let's go. 19 Lions.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
70. Warrior 70. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
On the slant, complete to Green.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
An audible here to get a new look.
Come 19. Trap 60. Trap 6. Dragon 60. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Bills are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Looking to throw. Right.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Escapes the sack. Eluding the pressure right.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Third and 4.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Bills, they